The Unloved Genius, Tchaikovsky. A tragic melody. His music was beautiful, but his life cold and silent, like a snow-covered field. Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, a towering figure in 19th century Russian music. He never planned to become a composer. After graduating from law school, he became a civil servant, but his heart was always drawn to music. Eventually, he left it all behind to follow his passion. Despite starting late, he became a professor at the Moscow Conservatory and soon earned fame as a composer. But behind that success lay a hidden identity and overwhelming loneliness. The only person who gave him solace, away from the world, was Nadezhda von Meck, the widow of a railroad tycoon. She supported him financially for 15 years, yet they only met 3 times. They exchanged over 1,200 letters, but kept their relationship strictly platonic. Then in 1890, she abruptly stopped the support. The reason, officially bankruptcy. But many believe the real reason was that she discovered his homosexuality. The farewell came in a single letter. She never replied to him again. In his later years, he called her that cursed woman, but behind the words was deep sorrow. Tchaikovsky, who could not feel love for women, was pressured into marriage by his student Antonina Milyukova. She threatened him, saying the marriage was the only thing keeping her alive. The marriage was a disaster. He fled within 3 months and it fell apart. But Antonina refused a divorce, and fearing exposure of his secret, he gave up on ending it. Mentally shattered, he escaped to Europe and composed the string sextet Souvenir de Florence in Italy. Though romantic in title, it was a cry of despair from a broken soul. Even so, he created masterpieces like Swan, Sleeping Beauty, and the Nutcracker. But behind the brilliance, there was always pain. In 1893, he premiered his Symphony No. Pathétique. Just 9 days later, he died suddenly at 53. The official cause was cholera, but few believed it. A large-scale funeral held without quarantine. Symptoms that didn't quite match cholera, and strangely no one around him fell ill. Rumors slowly began to spread through the city. They say he took his own life. Or perhaps it was a quiet death demanded to preserve a name. He was said to have been involved with a young nobleman. Displeased, the royal court and aristocracy held a secret tribunal behind closed doors, quietly ordering him to disappear. In his final hours, he complained of severe abdominal pain and diarrhea, the color of rice water. Was it cholera? Or was he slowly undone by something far more deliberate? He couldn't love the way the world demanded, and the world never truly loved him back. A tortured genius, a soul crushed by silence and shame. But from that pain, he gave us music. Music that sings of longing, beauty, and truth. Tchaikovsky didn't just compose. He transformed suffering into sound, loneliness into light, despair into masterpieces. And in doing so, he reshaped the very soul of classical music. Unloved by the world, yet adored by time. Tchaikovsky lives in every trembling note.